awards and trophies.
Sorry
I
about
got
that.
all. If you come to my house, you'll see on my walls and in my cabinets and all that. There's all the awards and trophies that I've gotten through the years through Nikan and all that. And there's only so
Mhm.
much room I have for those things. So the real reward now comes when you see others getting it and achieving. So, for instance, Bela, a great success story in the making. Here's a person whose intentions and everything were transformative in real time.
Mhm.
And that translated into actions, that translated into influences, that translated into rewards and recognition, which I think is a huge thing. I love recognition. So that to me is the thing, is
Hmm.
watching others at this point. And this, I can look at my kids that way. It's watching them hit their milestones. Um, yeah, so it's like I cry watching movies. I mean,
Yes. How many men
I
admit
love
to that? My husband
Who
was the
doesn't
same.
cry? Who doesn't cry in movies? Come
I
on.
just love those moments where there's a victory or something
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
level, right? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. When you were talking about your career, I immediately thought about your three children and how much you are that for them and with them, and that you have been a huge influence, which is all we can do. And we can't make anybody do anything, but your children are such great examples of having been steeped in the Nikan wisdom and philosophy their whole lives. And
Yeah.
they each have very different paths, and they're all extremely talented. I love that video the three of them did about Michael's.
That was so cute. Yeah. I watch them every day too.
Oh my God, I laughed so
I
hard.
want to add something to it though. Part of the reason you feel that fulfillment when you see others rise is because you're walking the talk.
Mm-hmm.
And when you walk the talk, you inspire others. And that's what I
Mm.
hope to do. That's my key in life, to inspire others. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Seriously.
Well, speaking of that, Bela, nice segue. We had Paula at the top of the leaderboard for most valuable player in July. We had Bela. How many awards did you get? You went silver and you did a power hour. I can't remember all the things that you
I did the
but
power hour, but I didn't win anything, no.
okay. But
I've
you
been
did
doing the power hour.
The we
Yeah.
accelerate. Number one.
We accelerate. Yeah.
Right, right.
And Maureen, you got We Accelerate as well, didn't you?
Yep, number two.
Yeah, number two. See, Canada is really
We're
marching
rocking and
ahead,
rolling.
we are. We are. I'm so proud of this team, and each one of you is so special, and it takes something to be here every week and to do the things that are going to build not just your business, but Canada.
I want to add one more thing.
Yes, Bela.
I have to also say how much support I get from Paula.
Mm.
Unselfish support. When she doesn't know, she tells me, ask Michael. And I do. And when she knows,
yep.
she tells me.
Mm-hmm.
And we spend a lot of time just talking about my goals. And my goals changed very drastically. And honestly, that was all Michael. All totally.
Yeah, Michael, you have an amazing ability to help people see what they can't see until you hold up a mirror, and that's truly a gift.
Thank you. I just there's a recognition that I have that each one of us has a divine calling and a divine spark, and you can't not see so much more than how we know we could live up to that in greater ways.
Yeah.
So as long as that is your root, if that's where you're coming from, always when you see people, when you acknowledge people, then there's so much more that maybe they even yet haven't seen. And all
Exactly.
you want to do for that is be a mirror or a positive influence for them to explore that possibility.
Exactly, exactly. Because, we know that most of the world kind of lives here, pretty flat, pretty discouraged. And we're called to live here because that's who we really are. And I really see that in this team. I actually had a friend, not friend, but a gal I just met come over to see the wellness home today. She signed up all by herself. She said, "How do I get on board here? This is fabulous." And she wants everything. And, it's great. And she's a real mover and shaker. So that was because I met her at a cocktail party last week on a rooftop. And, my mantra is I'm here to spark joy and connection that creates possibilities for people, including myself. And so in that conversation, the possibility of her looking at what I'm doing came up. And so right on the spot, we made an appointment and she was here and she was she said, "This is amazing." The look on her face when I did the insole demo and the bracelet one, she said, "Holy cow." And she could feel the energy. I said, "You are a unicorn. Most people aren't that sensitive, but she is." So I don't know where it's going to go, but I'll tell you, I was in absolute joy the whole time she was here and after. And I'm excited about who she knows that we can help. So planted that seed and we'll see. Michael, just sidebar on that. Do we have the 3 packs up to date anywhere, like a flyer that I could send her?
I don't think the water pack has been updated. Have you looked in the back office under documents library?
Not today, no.
Yeah, I was looking
I
for an
will.
image. And I think the image is there because or wait, I don't even think there's the image there because I had to create the image for the PDF. So I don't know that it's there, the water
Okay.
pack. And I honestly don't know what the delay is. I know that they've been working
You
on
already let the
something.
cat out of the bag a few months ago.
There is a water bottle coming, we know. Yeah.
But
Because I
still,
was the one who asked.
it's still in the workings. They haven't perfected it yet. They're working on it.
Yeah, I get
Or
that.
just
Oh,
print it
can't
off,
wait.
Maggie.
what's that?
Just print it off, Maggie, and cut the water bottle out. It's cut and
No,
paste.
I already told her the water bottle isn't currently available, but will be in the future. So I don't think that's an impediment for her to see it in the pack. Yeah,
But
so
there was the one flyer that we were printing that had the packs, including the sleep system and so forth. I don't know if that document's still in the back office. It's probably sitting on the tools WhatsApp chat somewhere.
okay.
I think it's also in the catalog, no?
But the pricing would be off.
Yeah, the pricing's
Let me just
The
go
picture was
online and
in the
look.
catalog, I believe.
in the catalog from Life and Balance.
Well, that shows up on your personal webpage when you
Oh,
sign into mynikin.com.
yeah.
I'll go and check in the documents library here.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Leo. Thank you for letting us know you would be a few minutes late.
Hi, Leo.
Hi.
And Leo, you're coming to Nashville. We have that meeting with Mr. Kasuga. You're not coming? What? I thought you were.
No. Sorry.
Okay. All right. All right. So we've got Lynn, you're coming?
She's
Off.
muted.
Yes, I see she's muted. And
Her and I are both
Yes.
coming.
okay, good. So we've got Michelle, Lynn, Paula, Mary Ellen, Maureen, and myself.
And
So that's a
Chaz
good-
and Chaz and Dana.
Right, but I'm talking from this
Oh,
group.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Great. So that's going to be amazing to have that meeting.
Is Paul going too?
Yes, he is. And he'd be invited to come to this meeting if he wants, Mary Ellen, because he was a member of the Team Expansion Canada last quarter. So please let him know that he's invited. So that's
I'll
another.
certainly let him know. I mean, who turned down a chance to spend quality time with Luis? So
I know. There we go. So that's an excellent showing from the Team Expansion Canada. All right. So Power Hour. How many of you are participating besides Bela in the Power Hour? Paula? Okay. How many of you are thinking about participating in it?
Well, I'm not
Hi.
doing it this week. I'm too busy this week. Sorry.
That we know that happens. But I
Yeah.
know, Michelle, you said you were going to take it on.
Yeah.
I think you just do it, Leo, because that's how you do NECAN, right? You probably do a power hour
Yeah, me
7
too,
days
kind
a
of.
week. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so there is some interest there. What I would like to request is that everybody read the description of how you start it. You do a quick check-in, and you might want to do a quick meditation or whatever, read something from the answer, whatever, for that, just to get yourself in the right mindset. And then contacts 25 minutes, follow-ups 25 minutes, and then what's the last one? Celebration, right? So it's a
It's
quick.
not 25 minutes. I spend like 3 hours.
Oh, I know, but to qualify for the power hour with Jeff, that's the minimum. You always do more, Bela. We know that. That's great. Okay, so good. So let's and I know that Nashville, the whole trip. I know that I'm gone, not just to Nashville, but on to Toronto. So the end of September. So maybe a little harder for me to be here. That could just be an excuse. Maybe I'll just have a tremendous time in Toronto and do power hour there. And come to Marissa's showcase, right, Michael? She's doing a showcase with you, a regional event with. When is that happening, Maureen? Do we have a date for that yet?
What? Sorry, why are you asking me?
Because
I don't.
because Marissa's not here. Paula, do you know? You don't know, Mike?
I don't have it.
Okay,
I
that was the
know
talk
that-
last week.
Yeah, I know that Lynn is trying to do something by October for the West End,
Right.
but we don't have a location yet.
Okay, but it's still
Unless
happening.
somebody's got a suggestion for a location.
Okay, well, it depends how many people, right? I mean, community centers, I think, are really good. Usually free or very affordable space.
Not in Oakville anymore.
Oh dear. Well,
Very expensive.
really?
Did you check out Glen Abbey?
It's not specific to the center, it's specific to the town of Oakville.
Hmm.
They got greedy.
Thanks, Michael. Okay, well, work on
There's
that.
there's no pack flyer there.
You just sent the catalog.
Catalog,
Yeah.
updated catalog. Yeah.
All right, great. Okay, so how many of you are on the NECAN book study? Everybody? Lynn, I know you are. Bela, Maureen, Paula, Michelle, I think you are.
Yep.
Where'd you go? Yep. Lynn, are you on the book study?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So is anybody not on the book study? My goodness, this is wonderful.
I'm not.
You don't
Leo,
need
you're
it,
not.
Michael. You don't need it.
Believe it or not, Michael still has some expansion to do.
I do.
Because if he's done, he'll be gone. Let's not go there.
I'm not
Leo,
done.
Your
Leo,
name
you're
came
not-
up in my class yesterday with John.
My
Good,
name?
John Asser.
Yeah, because I told him that I was with NECAN, and he was mentoring me. And so then he said, "Oh, I know, through Bob Proctor and Bo." And I said, "And Michael Demuccio." I'm getting tongue-tied. And he goes, "Yes, yes, yes." So he said, "I know all
Yeah.
about NECAN."
Awesome. That's great. Well, Leo,
Okay,
you'll
the
feel good. I signed up a French Canadian gal today who lives here in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So I'll be asking you and her, to connect with her. So great. Okay. All right. So we talked about, okay, so what do you want to create? Because please don't stop yourself with what you think is doable. Go into that if there was nothing in the way. So creating from nothing to a possibility. What possibility would you create for yourself that by the end of October, you're standing in that future fulfilled? Standing in October 31st, you have, what is it? Anybody already know that?
I've been really giving it a lot of thought. I didn't really put a timeline to it other than the fact that I would like to be no, I'm planning to be gold by December 15th, as we talked about last week. But I would like to grow my organization widthwise first.
Okay, so let's put that into present tense.
So I am working
Mm-mm,
on creating.
mm-mm. I am
No.
creating.
I am creating a team that are actual partners
Mhm.
in growing their business, along with helping me grow my business
Okay.
and introducing Nikin to more and more households through their contacts.
Okay, great. So do you have a number in mind, like say by the end of October, how many people will be on your team? How many households you will have reached?
No, I'm working on that.
Okay, good. Because you know, as you read in chapter 6, those kinds of you know, details are important.
Mhm.
And so how many silvers, Bela, by the end of October?
Oh, not gotten there yet. I'm still just focusing on who am I contacting to get onto my team, and then
Okay.
motivating the ones I already have to get to silver. But I
Okay.
haven't set any dates, like I
Okay,
said.
so let's play the possibility game, Michael.
I just want to tweak your language.
Okay.
I know it's semantics, but it's also energy and vibration.
Absolutely.
So you mentioned so they can help grow my business, and then you mentioned I'm still looking for to get on my team. Eliminate the word my altogether.
Okay.
The team.
Yeah.
That
You're
team.
creating a team that's going to create an outcome. Get in touch with the outcome that Maggie's trying to get you to take a closer look at. What is the outcome of the assembly of this team? And you're looking for the teammates, the members that are going to join forces with you to create that outcome. So it's not about mine or theirs.
No.
It's about
Team.
Yes.
And
the.
another word that we always suggest isn't helpful is the word just. It's very diminishing word. Just. I just. No, go with power, passion, you know, joy.
There's still fear there, Maggie. So
Fear
I'm
is
really
great.
working hard on that.
Fear is great because, you know, it really is the same emotional vibration in terms of how the body feels as excitement. So,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
yeah, choose excitement.
I'm excited now as I'm speaking about this with you.
Yeah.
Because the possibilities are real. The limitations are in me, and I'm working on those to eliminate them and to create wellness all around everybody I know.
Yeah. Fear is an inside job.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, all our feelings are,
Oh,
and
I've
you
come
know,
a long ways.
yeah, we want to choose the ones that empower us.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, and that's what I
Yes.
was thinking about when I jumped off that 30-foot cliff into freezing water when I can't swim, because that's stupid. That's impossible. Anybody in their right mind wouldn't do that. This is my
Wim Hof might.
Eh?
Have you heard of him? Wim Hof.
Yeah, but I'm not Wim Hof, and it was the night before my 70th birthday, I think. Yeah, so anyway, I did it. So Paula, you had your hand up.
Yeah, fear is false expectations appearing real.
Right on. Yeah. Because it's not what's so, it's what we think, right? That creates that. Because the what so is you are a powerful human being. You have the ability to create whatever you decide. And in that possibility is life, right? So choose your words carefully, as Michael suggested.
I know I have to watch some more things about NLP.
You don't have to do anything. You choose to.
Yes.
That's great. There's a difference between I want to and I choose to or I have to, right? So really language, and Michelle can tell you from many years on my Team Griff call, we are the language police, right, Michelle?
Correct me whenever you hear me say something that can be said a better way.
Right. Or
Please.
just drop, like the word just, you know, merely take it out of the equation and it
Okay.
becomes a powerful statement, okay?
Yep.
I'll just and try.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, try is the same thing. Yeah, you know that
Yeah.
that try and catch this. If you tried, it didn't happen. But if you did, I caught it, right? So there are all kinds of ways, and humans being more is great for that because language is part of success.
And don't use going, because then you're perpetually on a journey that you don't arrive at.
Right. And the universe is saying, well, she's still wanting it.
Wanting-
She's still going
still
there.
going.
She's still trying. Oh my God. I wish she'd make up her mind and just do it. Be a Nike Nikan. Good. So I love what you're saying, Bella. You're really laying the groundwork for everything that points to success. You're talking about width, then depth, because both are important, right? Michael, width gives us what, and depth gives us what?
With this profit, depth is stability, security. So obviously, if you have a team of people that have an interest in Nikan and are making money and meet their qualifications, that creates a security of income. But the more legs you have, it's like an airplane. The wider the wings, the greater the lift.
Yeah.
And depth is what?
Security.
Security. So don't ignore one for the other, do both. But we used to say go 21 wide right out of the gate. That's the way to get moving, because rule of thirds, 7 of those people might do something. And out of those 7, you'll get 1 or 2 rock stars. And that's where the gold is, in people who really get it and don't let circumstance or excuses or fears get in the way. They just, I'm doing it. Like Leo, he goes out every day, talks to people, gets them in the process, follows up, signs them up. How many of you signed up already this month? I know it's only the 4th, Leo, but you've probably got a couple already, right?
Last month, 3, the other month, 2, but I'm
Mhm.
I have a
That-
few
that's-
on the, I have a few on the process. And I begin at 21 Club with my new consultant this weekend.
Great. Always in action. I love
She's on fire.
Good. We love the ones that are on fire, because not everybody is. There's a lot of debris on top of people. I mean, years and years of conditioning to be employees, which are basically just down here, because they don't have to think for themselves generally. To become an entrepreneur, that mindset is the most important thing, because it's very different. The mindset of security versus freedom, right? Isn't that right, Michael? Those are the 2 that Kiyosaki talks about. And people are delusional if they think a job anymore is security. But they still have that training. Go to school, get a great education, get a great job, but they don't tell you the rest of the story. So we have possibilities for people. So Lynn,
if I can also add, by the way, we live in a world that has purposefully been deflating people. I live in Canada, and I have a government that has purposefully created laws to cause fear in the public, which is why we have this issue going on right now with break-ins and so forth. And they have absolutely no intention of changing that, because they have a directive from the World Economic Forum to sink this country, and they'll do it by the inside out. So I'm aware of that. And when you have that kind of awareness, it's pretty hard to think in terms of quantum leaps, right? But what I also know is it's the only way out.
Yeah.
The only way out is forward. You can't go sideways and you can't go backwards. You can only go forward. That's the only way out of the milieu, out of the low vibration, out of the chaos, whatever. It's forward. And that's the message I have for everybody, including people who are maybe slow to get started.
remember how slow I was, Michael? We won't go there.
Hey, listen, I'm slow. I got Bella de Silva. That's my 3rd one in 25 years.
That's Silver is silver. It doesn't matter if it's 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 years, 23 years, 25 years, doesn't matter. It's what counts is you're still here, Paula. You're
Mhm.
still really loving the Sneakan family. You
Oh,
encourage people.
I wouldn't trade it in.
Exactly. So that's, and like Michael said, I don't know if you've read Power versus Force, but one person vibrating at a very high vibration, it's like an earthquake. It's exponential compared to, like, you can change thousands and thousands of lives by just being in that higher vibration and not letting the bastards wear you down, as it says in Handmaid's Tale. And this is a group that's not letting the bastards wear them down. We sometimes get caught in that stinking thinking. However, like Michael said, the only way for us to be beacons of light in this crazy, crazy third dimension is to be that light. That's why I had you talking about what really lights you up. How do you feel? Because if you feel down and you feel discouraged, you're probably not going to attract many people. So right from the get-go, it's about us holding that vibration out of nothing, maybe, just saying, I'm just gonna be a joy bubble today. See what happens. It's magical.
It's funny when people ask me, how are you? I always say superb, and then they wonder what I'm smoking, like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get them wondering.
Yeah.
That's the key. So who else has a vision for September, October? We're looking at a 2-month window here. Who's gonna put some numbers out? Maybe goals are, I know they're a bad word for a lot of us. However, think of it in terms of your vision, because the vision needs legs. It needs a pathway. So Lynn, you are now free as a grandmother from the daily.
Glad you remembered. Yes, yes.
How could we forget? So what are you up to? Tell us what you're up to.
Well, today was probably my first day free, and I spent quite a bit of time in my work area, call it office.
Mm-hmm.
But I am very clear with what I want to achieve this year. So I'm going to go to December 15th. That's very clear for me.
Okay.
It is going to be, for me, is numbers and working backwards. It's the team that's going to create income, because I know if I create that income, there is people that are creating below me or in my organization. So I'm just going to give you a bird's eye view. I see myself with 2 team builders. When I'm saying that, is 2 partners that want what I want, is business opportunity. And in that, I see 30 to 40 individuals that
in
could be
each
no,
team or in total? Okay.
a total.
Okay.
I see that numbers, and that can change. Things change, depends who's working what. But I see an income to $2,000 to $3,000 very clearly.
And that correlates to gold?
Correlates to gold, to 2 silvers, with somebody on towards platinum. That could be me or somebody else in the organization.
Okay, good. And I love how you have mastered those numbers working with Dave, and then you've been having a special Zoom call for this group on Friday nights to help us all be able to figure out if somebody says, show me the money, or how does this work? You can do that on a napkin, right?
I can do that on a napkin now.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and it takes practice.
Yes.
And it probably took me till this year to really understand the value of that. What the value is, it's not just the numbers, but for the person to understand what it takes.
Yeah.
It's just not that initial hoofah or excitement. It requires more than that. And it also understands individual, it's not magic. It's hard work, but it's the work that's worth it. So what I see the results in December, so the September, October, November work is hard, but when you know what the result is, then you are saying it is worth it.
Exactly. And like you said, you wanted to have it done by the 15th because you don't want to have to be doing this
No.
kind of level when Christmas is close. Get that?
That's correct. And I'm being very straightforward and honest with them. I am in a catch-up mode because I just got some time to myself, which I did
Exactly.
not have this summer.
So
So
you did
pressure's
well.
on is good.
You did well in the cracks of time. You kept moving. You didn't give up. That's great.
Yeah.
So what I just want to capitalize on what you said about there needs to be actions. And that's why I think the power hour is so brilliant, because if people are new, they don't know, get them on a power hour, because that
Yeah.
will help them to know what the daily method of operation is. They do that 6 days a week and they continue to do that, they're going to have results.
Yeah,
Just that
it's a
it's
great
sheer number.
habit.
Yeah. So remember, we're talking about, Jeff's talking about, do the power hour and then duplicate it. It's the most duplicatable thing we can do to help people move forward. So it's great.
Yes,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Lynn. I'm already celebrating your victories there. Very clear.
Well, I'm speaking about it without fear, and that is the first time.
Good. How did you get there?
How did I get there? I truly believe in your self. I'm believing in myself, and I'm believing that I can practice what I've learned, and I'm willing to learn. And I believe in hope and future. And especially in these difficult times, I choose not to accept what's happening out around us, including very close people.
Yeah.
You know, we do have options. So I'm trying to be that light for others that are in a difficult situation.
Be the light. Good work. Yes, Paula.
Talking about options, I really like the video that Jeff showed at the kickoff call at the 7-minute 55-second thing, where you get a couple of depressed people and then they're talking about there is a solution, you know. And I haven't seen that one in the back office yet. I really, really like that, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who are feeling crummy or being stuck. And if they could see that instead of the happy one that they show mostly about empowered living, they show the happy one. How does it feel to feel good every day type of thing? This one starts off with, and then there is a solution. I really, really like that. I think a lot more people would resonate with that.
I agree, Paula. And that is what people are looking for. They're not looking for magnetic sleep systems or any of that. I mean, that's all great. But they're looking for solutions. They're looking for hope.
Well, and they're not looking for Pollyanna, everything's wonderful kind of thing, because in their world, in their life, the way things are going right now, it is a little crappy and they want to find a solution. So if you can tell them, yeah, we understand you're feeling crappy, you know, instead of life's wonderful.
Yeah, I get that. So have you ever done the experiment where you're in a dark room, everybody has an unlit candle, and the room is pitch black? What happens when one person lights their candle?
Light.
And
Yeah.
then what happens after one person lights their candle?
Oh, they share the flame.
Everybody else's.
They share it and so on and so forth. I love that, because I like visceral kinds of experiences like that. And I've actually done that at some kind of workshop, I think, not with Nikan, but something else. So it's really powerful, because we are that light. We are that hope. And I agree with what Paula's saying. We can't shine it in their face and, you know, they're going to run. We have
No, but
to.
Nikan did have a video with those balloons, like the hot air balloons going up.
Yep.
And that was very much like that. One
Yep.
lights a candle. Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I know some days you go, I don't want to be the light today. What do you do then?
Crawl back in.
What do you do that would get you out of there?
You visualize what your goal is.
I'm
What-
looking for something else. That's okay. But sometimes
for
when
a
you're
walk.
Somebody else.
Mary Ellen, you nailed it. Say it again.
Focus on somebody else.
So who would you call?
Somebody who is up and can help you, or somebody who is down who needs you to be their light.
Okay, but what if you can't be the light right then? Is it better to call the person who's down or the person who's up?
The person who's up,
Person
because
who's
if
up.
you call the person who's down when you just can't do it,
Right.
then you both wallow together. So if you call the person who's up, they can pull you up.
And
I
that's
heard-
part of the structure. Everybody has a COCO, a committed colleague. Paula, who's your committed colleague?
I'm lucky enough to have Paula as
Yeah.
mine.
There you go. Maureen, who's yours?
Michelle.
There you go, Michelle. Leo, you don't have Paul anymore, so I guess it's Bela.
But
Bela's now your committed colleague. Lynn, who's yours?
Marissa.
Marissa, okay. So everybody's got a buddy. It's like a swim buddy, you know, or a study buddy. It works really well because when I first joined NECAN, my sponsor and I, Carolyn, we agreed that we're not allowed to have a down day at the same time. And
I
that really worked.
I talk to Barb Richmond a lot because she's going through a lot of stuff. And so if I've got a problem, I'll call her because I
Good.
was always told complaints go upline, praises go downline, and complaints never go downline, right? So, but the thing is, if I have little successes, you know, I try and cheer up her day. So,
Yeah.
you know, and she really appreciates that because she's going through a lot right now. So.
Yeah, that's great. She is, and that's good. So you're not restricted to your one committed colleague. You've got, like Paula has, people in their life. Michael, who do you call?
That's a good question. I think the most contact that I have, okay, so I have a business colleague. His name's John. Big business.
Yeah.
And he's like the ever ready battery, just constantly, just doesn't matter what time of day you call him. It's like
Yeah.
he's plugged in.
Yeah.
So he's one. Luis, when it comes to matters that are a little bit more more fine, like just more refined, things that are more about individuals and more personal.
Mm-hmm.
I have my friend Allison, who I contact for. She's like a maverick. She's connected and knows everything about everybody and everything. So and that's usually when I'm a little bit wound up. She's the one I will call for because she can just zoom right in and like get me back to me. So I have my army.
Good, your entourage. So I encourage all of you, ask yourself, who do I call? You've got your COCO, but who else do you call when you need to just be uplifted, or as Michael said so well, back to yourself? That's where we want to go, that beautiful, unlimited soul that you are. So
I'd
when
like to share something that isn't directly related, but really the principles of what we're doing shine so well. Is this an okay time to do that?
Absolutely, Mary Ellen.
Okay. This morning there was a call that NECAN had with members of the field, people who went to the Japan trip, and other people who the company talks to. And I'm so deeply grateful for this community. It is so affirming and so encouraging to see people working together in a collegial way, all the things the company is doing to support what we're doing. And on a personal level, the people who are running the website are absolutely prepared and anxious to talk with me about the things that are making it hard for me to read the website, which is just a personal thing, but some of the people we recruit will find that helpful too. So, and it's just a commitment to doing things well that I like. And then on a non-NECAN related thing, I learned today that a nonprofit I'm working with is about to receive a bequest for $45,000, which will make an enormous difference in what we can do. And the thing that's really interesting and exciting about that is that we don't even know when we planted the seeds that led to the bequest. We don't personally know the person who gave us the bequest. We put out what we wanted to do and our need to get it done, and somebody we don't even know was there. And I
Yeah.
think over time, that's what this business can do for people. And it's something I didn't see before. I mean, I knew it intellectually, but the emotional idea that people who will grow the team that will be huge stars in this process, great leaders, are probably people we haven't even met yet. We don't even know they exist.
Mhm.
And the thing that, Michael, you've taught me over the years that, again, my intellect understood it, but my gut didn't feel it, was the whole idea of the process and the system, and how duplicating the system is what will make the difference. It's not how much I know, or it's plugging people into the system and helping them make connections. And that's something I can do. So I'm excited. I'm more.
I can hear it. I can see it on your face. You're so lit up, Mary Ellen. That's a great example too. And what is that poem from Humans Being More about when you make that decision, all things start to work in your favor and take you there? We're not supposed to do this alone.
Providence.
Providence, yeah. Providence moves.
But it's just, I'm kind of blown away right now. It's just.
Well, be prepared to keep being blown away, because those things are there. And the more we vibrate at that level, the more they come to us. They're always there. It's like if you're a singer-songwriter, Michael, the songs are always coming through, but you might have missed it because you were doing something else or you weren't open or whatever. So just be in that place of vibration.
Can I tell you a quick story? Just
Yeah.
brought something up. I heard it just recently. So Michael Jackson woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning for one of his inspiring songs. I think it was "Beat It" or one of his huge hits. And it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And he wakes up and he calls his producer and says, "You got to meet me in the studio. I've got to record something." And the producer's like, "Now? It's 3 o'clock in the morning." He says, "Yes, now. Because if we don't do it now," or the producer says, "Can't we do it in the morning?" He says, "No, now. Because if we wait till the morning, Prince will have already recorded it."
Exactly. Somebody else will pick it up. Mhm.
Yes.
That's
In
true.
other
I've
words,
read that too, that
Yep.
once an idea even occurs in your head, that idea belongs to the universe.
Yeah.
And if you don't act upon it, someone else will.
Yeah.
I've read that time and time again.
Yeah.
So
And it's like unlimited possibilities are in the universe. And it's up to us to say, yes, I'll have that one. And then I'll make
and that's
a team.
happened to me.
And
That's
then the
happened to
team
me
will
when I
work on
haven't
this
acted.
together. And that's what we're about. We're about
and
creating
people
teams.
too. People too.
Mhm.
If you think of somebody, that means somebody
Mhm.
else is thinking of that somebody too.
Correct.
Exactly. I mean, we are magical beings. We've
Yeah.
just been kind of railroaded into thinking we're ordinary. Nobody in this room is ordinary.
Mhm.
Michael, thank you for that, because I woke up several weeks ago thinking of Simon, and it was in the middle of the night. So I don't know who the hell Simon is. I don't know any Simon. So I've got his name on my list.
That's cool.
And you
I
will
get
meet
all my
him.
inspirations at 3 a.m.
Michelle, I have a son-in-law, Simon, but if you recruit him, it's got to be in my organization. There you go.
Well, then that'll come back tenfold, right?
Yep, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Shall we talk?
Yes. Yes. Well, I couldn't enroll him. Maybe you could. He might.
No
Yeah.
man is a prophet in their own land.
yeah.
Michelle can be your ABC, one of the ABCs.
Yep.
Exactly.
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 Yeah.
And you know what? When we look on a serious note, talking about what inspires me, he's one of my children, of course. What has happened in the corporate world, for example, to him, and no fault to his own, is a primary example what motivates me to show my kids what's potential, that you don't just let this corporate world crush you, because you do have options. And he respects me a lot, but
Yeah.
we have not talked business. And he would be, for example, incredible person to look at other options, because he got crushed badly as he's raising a young family.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the words that Nikan has introduced in the new 5 pillars is diversification. If I was asked to speak on that, it's going to be one of the video clips that they use soon, I guess, in some way. But it was, think of it in terms of income diversification, because what that does is it allows the person to continue doing what they're doing and identify with what it is that they're doing, but to open up the possibility of having more than one source of income.
Michael, I'm going to go on a limb, because we're talking. I'm going to give you an example. He is so devastated. He wants to move from the company he is in, but he's got 2 young children. So he has to put food on the table. So he's swallowing all of that while the kids are growing, but has no other source of income to be able to say, you know what? I don't have to have an income in the next 6 months, so I can do something else, because this is so poisonous where I am, where I invested last 5 years of my life. So I don't have ability as a mother-in-law to say to him, look at something else. You could stay in that environment, but you don't have to stay no longer than you want to. And he would, anyways.
Or just throw it out as if there was a way to take 10 hours a week to create an alternate income stream, whereby over time, this gives you an option.
Yeah.
Where you either continue to stay where you are because you're making more money because of the alternate income stream, or you transition to the alternate income stream and make it more of a full-time thing. It's proposing, because you don't necessarily have the answer. You're just saying, if there was a way. Well, if you can ask the question, there is a way. That's the law of the universe. If you have a question, there's an answer. For every question, there's an answer. So there is a way.
I see what your point is. Okay, I'm glad this is recorded. I'm going to write out exactly what you said.
Otherwise, he's going to continue doing what he's doing, because he has no option. He has no choice, and he's not created one.
Yeah, that's correct. He's committed to his children, and he doesn't see any other option.
Well, the reality is too, with the North American culture about get an education, get a job, nobody ever talks about diversifying your income. And when I talk to people about diversifying their income, I just say to them, do you think a doctor makes the money he makes because he's doctoring, or because he's investing in real estate and the stock market and everything else? You know, they have other sources of income. It's not just showing up at the hospital and doing your bit. And then they start to understand that, yeah, maybe there is something else other than like the side hustle thing,
Yeah.
you know. There are ways to diversify your income without necessarily having to spend all of your time trying to search that out.
It's
One of
funny
the guys
because
that I'm working with right now, he's an engineer, he's got a job. He's not happy where he is because he's the only black guy in the company, and he feels he has to work twice as hard to get half the recognition. But he started a side hustle on working with computers and stuff. And I've got an old laptop and I needed a new battery, and he got a new battery for me. And when I got the invoice number was 0001. And I said, am I your first customer? He goes, yeah. And when I called him a few weeks later, he says, it's harder than I thought. And I says, yeah, it's not just fixing computers, it's getting your name out there so that people know who you are. And I said, doing all the bookwork and blah, 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 you know. And so I said, if there was another way, would you look at it? And he said, yes. So I'm hoping that this weekend that we get a chance to get together. So we'll
Great.
see.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly where I started. I mean, I needed the products for my well-being, and I did not see a way to not be a tenured professor. Like, and I love the teaching part, but I was driven crazy by the politics. So because Nikan inspired me so much, I started just in the cracks of time. So I would do, if it was doing a power hour, to be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And, I did not ever think I would leave the teaching profession. But because eventually Michael rescued me from being a lone wolf and helped me to start doing three-ways, I built my business. And within 3 years, I was making more than I could ever possibly make as a professor. And I was free to make the choice. I could continue or I could shift. I'm so glad I shifted. So it is possible. Okay, we're almost at the hour. Anybody have a final comment, question, win they want to share? And it's not just this call.
Well, I helped Roberto sign up a new consultant in
cool.
the Niagara area this
Good.
afternoon.
We're
You're
building.
gonna have to let me know who that is because I'm in the Niagara area and I can't find
She's
anybody
in
that's doing the business.
Beamsville. She's in Beamsville. She's from Columbia. Are you close there?
10 minutes.
Perfect. Great. That'll be good. Maybe set up a wellness preview of some kind.
Yeah. Well, I went to the Wellandport Library. They're open on Wednesdays. Wellandport has a population of about 700, and I found out that I can use their community room for about $12 an hour. But if it's more than 4 hours, I can get it the whole day for $49. So,
all right, Canadian
Wellness Wednesdays there. And if people want to have a wellness home tour, the library is like 2 minutes from my house. So, I'm planning on after convention having something on a regular basis there, and see where that goes.
Perfect. Well, what a match. See, that's one of the reasons why when we get together, these creative ideas come just from sharing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm available, as you know, and I wish more of you would call me. I'm kind of lonely out here. And Michael, I think, feels the same sometimes, like,
Move to Ontario.
No, thank you. I was born in Ontario. I can't say I grew up in Ontario because I don't think I've really grown up yet. However, I was born there and I still have family there. So I'm hoping maybe to see some of you when I'm in Toronto from the 21st of September to the end of the month. If we can somehow arrange a get together, it would be wonderful. And I'm so excited about Nashville. I mean, I do not want to go to the United States, and I'm going because of the cause, which is bigger than the bullshit down here. So
I'm manifesting a wonderful trip.
Yes, for all of us. Yes, exactly. We're gonna have a lot of.
Sorry, Maggie, I cut you off.
Go ahead, Maureen.
I was going to say that my big thrill this week was on Labor Day, having been reached out by Chaz, as opposed to me reaching out to other people. She actually did the legwork, and she and her 2 team members and myself, we met outside in the Columbian Cafe on Kerr Street and had coffee and did demos and answered questions. And since I know people tend not to do what you suggest, I actually brought handouts for each of them so that they no excuse for not looking.
Yeah.
And I took it as a good omen that the snowbirds flew over Oakville at that time. So good omen.
It's like the Eagles flying for you, Michelle.
The interesting thing was I've been trying to get them sort of trained on how to do the strength tests and how to do a back roll as sort of basics. So that's done and dusted. It's off my Jeff goal list that I write daily. And one of them who answered my questions that I sent her, what was their goal and a few other things. She told me basically she wanted to be just a wellness seeker, which is fine. But my sense after that meeting on the patio and the enthusiasm and seeing the strength tests, and she is coming to Nashville, is that she's a closet
Closet enthusiast.
closet enthusiast, yes.
Yeah, good.
I think that this is going, well, I know it's going to be a fabulous, fun thing anyway, and informative. I'm looking forward to going as a different person, as in a leader stepping back, watching somebody else experience the energy and the
Beautiful.
other people. I will be introducing them to people that I know and sort of stepping back and yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
And well deserved. And congratulations for having two team members there. That is a game changer. When people go to a convention, they can't help but be transformed. It's so powerful.
Well, that's all on NECAN, because the free tickets, that was from NECAN. I just
But
offered them a place to stay.
yeah, nobody else did that necessarily. So
I have 2 people going.
great.
Oh, good.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Okay, so call us, call Michael, call me, call each other. Stay in touch. Keep that light shining, your vibration high, because we are the solution for so many people. They just don't know it because we haven't shone our light brightly enough.
Can I
Say hello to
read a
everybody.
final mantra?
Absolutely.
Quick, on my wall. It says, when I take action, I feel more confident. When I feel more confident, I radiate light. When I radiate light, I uplift other people. When I uplift other people, their vibration increases. When enough people's vibration increases, we can heal the world.
You got it, girl. And it starts
Love
with
it.
action, right? Take the actions. Do the power hour. Do whatever. Be the light you are. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Again, I love
Thank
these calls.
you.
And we'll see you. Yeah, we have one more call before Nashville. So come next week ready to share what your intentions are for Nashville if you're going to Nashville. And if you're not, what your intentions are wherever you are. Okay.
Michael, is there a meeting at 8?
Yeah.
You were doing the strategy one?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there an entrepreneurs being more meeting tonight? A
Yes.
date?
At
Yes.
9.
9.
Yes.
9.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. My
Okay.
bad.
Michael, can I give you a quick call after this call?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.